Which British woman became famous for nursing wounded soldiers in the Crimean War? Florence Nightingale. What was the name of the point in Utah where the American Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869? Promontory. In which city was the body of Alexander the Great laid to rest after his death? Alexandria. In which city was the terracotta army of Emperor Qin Shi Huang discovered? Xi'an. Which philosopher claimed that the fundamental principle of all things is water? Thales. What core values did Hellenism emphasize? Reason and rationalism. What is the river that flows through Paris, France, along whose banks many tourist attractions are located in the city center? The Seine River. In which modern country are the ruins of Persepolis located? Iran. What did the philosopher Diogenes say to Alexander the Great in ancient Greece? Do not block my sunlight. Under which emperor was Christianity officially recognized as the state religion of the Roman Empire? Theodosius I. Which communist leader led the Cuban Revolution of 1959 and came to power? Fidel Castro. Which group did Louis XIV weaken in order to strengthen his power? The nobility. What result did King Ashoka of India achieve by using Buddhism in his rule? Stabilized public sentiment and spread peace. What was the decisive reason Sparta won the Peloponnesian War? Financial support from Persia. What was the terrorist attack in the early 21st century in the United States that shocked the entire world? The 9/11 attack. Which Austrian scholar founded psychoanalysis and emphasized the importance of the unconscious? Sigmund Freud. What organ, considered the center of existence, was not removed during ancient Egyptian mummification? The heart. In which region did the Phoenician civilization mainly operate? The Levantine coast. How did the emperors of Rome maintain their power? Through military force and appeasing the citizens. What were the two wars that Britain fought against the Qing dynasty in the 19th century? Opium Wars. In ancient Egypt, what were the papyrus scrolls written in sacred script that contained teachings about the afterlife called? The Book of the Dead. Which Germanic tribe first sacked the city of Rome in 410? The Visigoths. As the Roman Republic expanded, what was the title of the officials sent to govern the provinces? Governor. Which emperor, known as one of the most severe persecutors of Christians in Rome, publicly executed many Christians? Diocletian. Which city in ancient Greece was said to have been founded by the descendants of Heracles? Argos. Among the metalwork crafted by artisans, what representative artifact of the Mycenaean civilization has been found in the tombs of kings and nobles? Golden ornaments. Due to what change within the Mycenaean civilization did its cities gradually lose their defensive strength and become weakened? Invasions and internal strife. In the early Roman Empire, which famous structure served as a venue for public entertainments and games maintained by the emperors? Colosseum. What was the first natural disaster that Alexander the Great encountered during his Indian campaign? The monsoon rainy season. In which present-day country was Carthage located? Tunisia. What was the 1898 reform movement for the modernization of China called? 100 Days Reform. What was the long war in the 14th and 15th centuries between England and France over succession to the throne and territorial disputes? The 100 Years' War. With what policy did Han Dynasty Emperor Wu strengthen his power? By adopting Confucian ideology. Which ancient Greek philosopher was a student of Plato and the tutor of Alexander the Great? Aristotle. What was the first dynasty of China? The Xia dynasty. What was the main defensive tool of the soldiers in the front rank of a phalanx? Shields, hoplons. What was the first written code of law enacted to expand the rights of commoners in Rome? The 12 Tables. Which technology, invented during China's Han Dynasty, had a great impact on the development of Western civilization? Papermaking technology. What were the primary roles of kings during the Roman kingdom period? Enacting laws, commanding the military, and overseeing religious rites. What strategy did Hannibal use at the Battle of Cannae? A double envelopment strategy aimed at total encirclement and destruction. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your feedback and historical insights in the comments. Your support helps us create even more history quizzes. Let's keep exploring together.